Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I just thought of taking you all through all the mayhem that happens in this humble abode every morning to give you a glimpse of how life actually runs behind these videos. I thought of going as raw and real in the video to be able to talk about different aspects of me as a homemaker and as a parent. So the day starts by putting things at its place. Today I started with the kitchen, but it varies as per my will and my mood. Rutvi's holidays have started and she wakes up as early as 8 am. So I start with some makeshift breakfast for kids as the first meal. Something that can be filling, healthy and can be cooked instantly. Today I am cooking oatmeal with some kid-friendly toppings. For oatmeal, I dry roast the whole oats and then boil them in hot water till they become soft. I had bought some stuff yesterday that is lying randomly on the countertop. I will put everything back at the right places to free up my workspace before cooking some actual breakfast. In the oats goes some milk, jaggery and some nut powder and chocos for the fun take. Rutvi has become so independent that I honestly feel so free from her responsibilities. So all the parents who are juggling with toddlers or young kids, I will say hang in there as you are very close to coming to this phase. For breakfast, I decided to make protein-packed vegetable idli. So I'll start by chopping all veggies first. I love these idlis a lot as it gives me a chance to sneak in as many veggies as possible and kids never complain. This style of idli is so full of texture as it has some crunchy veggies and good bite from peanuts and pulses. I have pre-roasted peanuts, so I'll slightly crush them to begin with. Now in the kadai, I'll prepare the tadka with mustard seeds, heeng, chana dal and urad dal. Now into this goes finely chopped curry leaves and crushed peanuts. Give everything a stir and add all veggies and mix well for 3 to 4 minutes and not more because we want that slight bite from the vegetables. Now I'll add 1 cup roasted suji and mix everything well. For flavor, I'll add salt and red chilli powder and keep this mixture aside to cool down. In the meantime, I'll make a very delicious tomato chutney that I'm warning you is super addictive. For chutney, I'll keep everything ready. Now in 1 teaspoon oil, I'll add chopped onions, 2 to 3 pods of garlic, curry leaves, 1-inch piece of washed tamarind and pre-soaked red chillies and mix it well. Once onions are sauteed well, I'll add tomatoes and roast them for 2 to 3 minutes. In the end, I'll add salt and some sesame seeds and give everything a last mix and take this chutney mix out to cool down before grinding everything. By this time, the idli mix has cooled down and in goes 1 cup curd and half a cup water. Since suji absorbs the water, I'll add the water accordingly and rest this mix for 15 minutes. Now into the chutney mix, I'll add 1 teaspoon jaggery and some water and grind everything well into a thick paste. Last step is to temper the chutney. So in the same pan, I'll add half teaspoon oil and crackle some mustard seeds and curry leaves and add the chutney paste. A lot of people have doubt of not cooking tomatoes in cast iron cookware. Well, yes, if the cookware is not seasoned well. But you can use a well seasoned cast iron cookware to cook acidic food for a short period of time like sauteing and toasting and take the food out immediately as soon as you are done cooking. Super delicious chutney is ready and I'll sprinkle some more sesame seeds on top to add more nutrient to this. Breakfast preparation is done and I know I'll clean everything before jumping on to the other tasks. Rutvi these days has started reading by herself, and so she enjoys reading new books these days. And I am also into finding some really nice, interesting books for her. So if you have any recommendations, please drop it in the comment section below. Dhairya sleeps till late, so I utilize this time as much to finish major tasks that I cannot do once he's up. Cooking food, cleaning spaces are few of the things that I aim to finish before he's up. But what really helps is a set routine and absolutely zero aspiration to become a superwoman to do it all. I just aim to touch the basics in my to-do these days. I do not like juggling between too many things at the same time. I also take a quick bath and get myself ready as the last thing before waking Dhairya up. These days I'm taking my morning skincare routine very seriously. I also take this step as a moment for myself and relax before I get the next break. Once there is the work takes a big halt and I get super busy with him. I start by giving him the oatmeal first. Of course, parenthood is ever evolving, but I feel as a second-time parent, I have learned to go easy on things. I remember panicking over trivial issues with Rutvi, like why is she not eating by herself, or why can't she hold a spoon, and all that. But today, at the age of 6, she's a completely independent child. Honestly, instead of panicking, as a parent we can only try and help them learn, but things will happen at their own pace. One of the biggest agendas for today is online shopping and ordering a few garments for both the kids. As I arrange their clothes, I can foresee the need and will create my shopping list to begin with. Especially for Dhairya, as his every stage calls out for a different demand. But thanks to some baby products that really help me plan better and get along with these changing demands in a more economical way. Like these days, SuperBottoms Uno cloth diapers are helping me save big bucks on Dhairya's diaper expenses. These diapers have a waterproof outer lining to avoid any accidental leakages. Not just that, Uno diapers are reusable and machine washable as they are made from 100% organic cotton that can last for more than 300 washes. And with an adjustable waistline and wider elastic, the same diaper can be used from 3 months to 3 years. This means you probably just need 16 diapers for 3 long years. Use my coupon code to avail 20% discount on SuperBottoms website. Do check the description for more details. Kids watch TV for some time till I prepare the complete breakfast and pack Dhairya's snack box with the same. Batter has nicely set and now I'll put it in the idli sancha to make idlis. But before that, I'll add 1 teaspoon of ENO and mix it well. Add more water if required to make an idli batter-like consistency. This batter is very versatile as you can also make mini utpams or appe with the same for kids' tiffin box. Now I'll steam this mix for 10 to 12 minutes. While the idli is steaming, I'll clean the remaining utensils and be done with it. Idlis are done and I'll let them cool down before demolding them. These are really an awesome take on idlis. I'll put the same in Dhairya's tiffin box for his school. Once idli is done, I give Dhairya a bath and get him ready for school. Dhairya is close to 2.5 years and he goes to a nearby play school for 2 hours. He looks forward to his school time and I myself can see a huge difference in Dhairya's learning and development these days. Instead of sitting at home and playing with the same set of toys every single day, he enjoys different activities in the school and talk about them a lot. At times, he really surprises me with his learnings and I feel so happy for him. I also take this time off to fulfill my other responsibilities, so it's a win-win situation for both of us.
What did you just do?
Prithvi takes full charge of Dhairya as an elder sister, and I just feel so happy to see her being so responsible and sensible. With everything ready, Dhairya leaves for school. Once Dhairya is gone, I work in full gear to be able to finish everything before he's back. Dining table cover was washed and drying out, so I'll quickly place it back and organize this space before eating the breakfast. So by 11 am or so, Ruthvi and I eat our main breakfast, and with everything ready, I take this time as a leisure time for both of us. A hearty and most favored breakfast is ready to dig in. After breakfast, to keep Ruthvi occupied, I decided to give her some craft work and asked her to create friendship bands for her park friends. She was very excited to create a few by herself. As I said, online shopping was part of the agenda today. I had taken the measurements and had planned a few items, so I'll quickly just selected them and added them to the cart to make my purchase. For Dhairya especially, I prefer shopping online as it is the quickest and the least tiring option at the moment, because taking him to malls and shops is next to impossible. I set myself a timer of around 20 minutes and not more for this mini job, because there are more tasks that wait for me which are also time bound. I had cleaned all the methi leaves at night before sleeping, so I will just wash them all and will dry them under the fan before storing them in the fridge. Another agenda for today was to clean my kitchen window mesh, which has become so dirty that light can hardly pass through. But let me show you an easiest and quickest way to clean your window mesh. Just spray plain water from a spray bottle on the mesh and lightly scrub the dust off with a soft bristle brush, and see the magic happening for yourself. Spraying the mesh with simple water will wet the window dust, and this way it will not spread all over the place. Rather, the dust stays together and falls off on the floor with the gentle scrubbing itself. Do not go overboard in spraying the water, because if it gets too wet, it will only create more mess for you to clean. Although, unlike me, I would suggest you do this before taking a bath, because the top dust can fall off on you. I'll repeat the same process from the other side of the same window as well to clean everything thoroughly. It honestly took me 10 minutes to clean this one window and another 5 minutes to clean the dust that has fallen on the floor and the cleaning tools. A quick change for a better feel, and by this time the methi leaves will also dry out and be ready to be stored in the fridge. I'm also planning to make methi matar malai one last time this week before Fresh Pea says goodbye for this year. 1 hour left before Dhairya comes back, so I'll quickly start making lunch. Today I decided to make full winter meal as I was really craving for one. I have some leftover palak, so I'll also use it today and make palak puree to add to my curry in order to add some greens in the meal. On the other side, I'll make the curry mix, and for that I'll take 1 cup curd and add 2 teaspoon besan and 1 teaspoon turmeric powder and mix everything well to dissolve any lumps. Now I'll add water to make it into a runny consistency. Garlic adds amazing flavor to curry, so I'll crush a lot of garlic and keep it ready. Spinach is boiled, and now I'll assemble everything for cooking the curry. I'll use a few whole spices to add more flavor to my curry. Now in some ghee, I'll add the spices to bring some amazing aroma out. Along with it, I'll add slit green chilli and crushed garlic, turmeric, and garam masala powder and saute everything well. Now I'll sieve the curry mix into the kadai and keep stirring it till it starts boiling. While the curry is cooking, I'll start chopping veggies for the other sabzi. Does this happen with you also? That there are a few food combos that you can't get over with. Like how bhaji is inseparable with pav, rajma is inseparable with chawal. Similarly, I don't know why, but when it comes to winter meal, the combo of curry, gajar matar and bajre ki roti is inseparable for me. Do you also have any such food combos that you would never like to change? Let me know in the comment section, as I would love to try those combos to see if they work for me as well. So the chopping for the carrot sabzi is done, and in some mustard oil, I'll start by adding some jeera, heeng and potatoes first. While the potatoes are cooking, I'll wash and keep the peas ready. After 5 minutes, add the carrots and peas together and mix and coat them well with the oil. Now add some salt and cook it covered. Keep stirring the veggies to make sure that they do not stick to the bottom of the pan. Now in the end, I'll add the spinach puree and mix it well and add the bundi on top. Alongside the veggie, I'll add the dry spices and cook for last 5 minutes. Close the stove and add lemon juice and lots of coriander. And for the final tadka into the curry, I'll take some ghee and add chopped garlic and red chilli powder for that sizzling color. Just like that, the time flies and Dhairya comes back from school. There was a friend's birthday in the class today, so he got a return gift. After a quick change, I start by first feeding Dhairya. These days, he doesn't like to have his lunch sitting on the feeding chair, so we sit on the floor while reading some books. Although I would like him to pay full attention on his meals without such distractions, but at the moment, he gets very jittery, so I'm going slow into bringing this habit. Once Dhairya is done eating, I put him to sleep, and then around 2 p.m. I and Ritvi begin our lunch. I made wheat chapati for Dhairya, and for us, I'll make the bajre ki roti. For the millet chapati, I'll add hot water in the dry flour and keep it aside for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I'll make the hot chapatis as they taste better when hot. I'll smear a lot of ghee on top of it, and soft from inside and crunchy from outside chapatis are made, and I'll then assemble everything on the plate. I am again drooling over this plate of winter meal and so proud to have put everything together so nicely. Ritvi patiently waits for the lunch as she also gets a bit hungry at this time. She also loves curry and aloo gajar, but she's still not very comfortable with bajre ki roti, although she never denies trying it out. A home-cooked food and healthy meal is always very satisfying. After lunch, kids take their afternoon nap and I get my next break. This is the time I either take a small nap if I'm too tired, or I do my YouTube or freelancing work till again the kids wake up. So this is all about my morning routine, which remains constant most of the days. I hope you'll find this video helpful in one way or the other. Like the video and subscribe to the channel to motivate me to keep creating such vlogs for you. And join me on Instagram for some daily life updates. And I'll see you in my next vlog. Until then, talk to me in the comment section and stay connected.